Hello guys, I am Ankit. In this video, we shall see another problem on LeetCode. K weakest rows in a matrix. So given a matrix M cross N, a binary matrix which contains zeros and ones, and the soldiers are positioned in front of civilians. So one represent soldiers and zero represent civilians. So and what they told is all the soldiers are positioned in front of civilians. We could see the soldiers are ones, they're present before two zeros. They are present before the civilians in all the rows in the matrix. So our task is we have to find whether the row is weaker than the other row. If following conditions are true, that is number of soldiers in a row is less than number of soldiers in another row G. So if we take this row, first row and second row, here number of soldiers is 2 and in this is 4. So which is weaker one? This row. And both rows have same number of soldiers. So based on these conditions, we can confirm that the row is weaker. So return the indices of k weakest rows in the matrix ordered from k to weakest to strongest, because they are told k equal to 3. 3 weakest rows we have to return from the matrix. So here you could see the first one is with one soldier, next is with two soldiers, that is 0 and third row. So while writing, first we have to write the 0th row, then the next largest row, because I less than j is the condition they have given. So this is the question. So how do we solve the question? So if they're given, let's say array like this. Now what we will do is, okay, what we will do is, we'll start iterating. We'll in C++, what we'll do is we will have a vector of data type pair. So that the first one is the count and next one is the row pair. And similarly in Java also what we'll do is we'll create an array if m is the number of rows, m cross 2, let this be an array. So each row we are having two values, count and row. Okay, this will be first column will be count, second column will be row. This way we will be solving. This is for Java, this is for C++. So once you have the pair, if let's say simply the logic will have a pair. So this will be 2 comma 0. Next it will be 4 comma 1, first row. This is okay, 0 1 2 3 4. This will be 1 comma 3 2, it is second row, 2 comma 3, and last one is 5 comma 4. So we have the soldiers, number of soldiers plus the row number. Now what we need to do is we have to sort this according to the count. Count is nothing but number of soldiers. So first minimum is in the ascending order. Once you are sorting, so for sorting we use the lambda function, comparison operators, all we'll be using that. We will see when we implement the logic. For now, just take into consideration the logic. What we do is we are sorting in the ascending order based on the count. So first the minimum count is 1. So 1 comma 2. So next will be 2, 2. Both are equal. In this case, what we need to do? If the count is equal, then we look for the row number, which is the minimum row number. 0 is the minimum row number. So 2 comma 0. Next will be 2 comma 3. And then 4 comma 1. And then 5 comma 4. So how much you have? 5. So in this 5, how many they have told to retrieve? Only 3, or the weakest 3. So that would be, this will be the answer. So this is the approach to solve the problem. So initially, I'll write down the logic for the C++. Later I'll be explaining the Java logic as well. So let's create a vector. Okay, first mb mat dot size, then columns. So mat of one of the rows will take dot size. So vector pair in comma 8. Both count and row number are int only. So let's say counts. Okay. Now what we'll do, we'll iterate over the matrix. So I equal to 0, I less than m, I plus plus, j equal to 0, j less than n, j plus plus. Okay, now how do you get the count? Each row you have to find out the count. So after once you are inside one first row. So let's have a variable count equal to 0. And what we'll do, we have to check if mat of I j is equal to 1, then count will be increment. Okay, so after this entire row is done, after this second inner loop is done, now we have to add that to the pair. So counts of counts dot pushback of now the pair count comma I. So now we have these pairs. Next is we have to sort this. For sorting, we'll write the logic. So we know sort of counts dot begin comma counts dot end. Since it's a pair, based on what we have to sort. So we'll write the lambda function. Okay, square bracket. Fine. Yeah, square bracket lambda function and then inside that parameter. So first we will be pair in comma end referencing first parameter. Similarly, we have to do it for the other parameter as well. B. Okay. So const of begin to const dot end we have to do. Lambda function we define. So these are the parameters. First pair and second pair. In the first two pairs, what we need to check for? First we need to check if both the counts are equal, then we have to do the comparison based on these values, row values. If counts are not equal, then directly we can do the comparison of count values. So if a dot first equal to a dot second, then how should we return a dot first less than a dot second? Sorry, a dot second it should be, no? Yeah. If count is equal, then we look for the rows. Otherwise, return a dot first less than a dot second. Yeah. And for Java, I'll show it later. So, okay, now once we have sorted this, we have to retrieve top k. For that, again, we'll run the loop. I equal to 0, I less than k, I plus plus. So only k number of weakest elements you retrieve from this counts, which is being sorted. So now, um, let's define a vector result of size 3 you can mention, or else it's fine. Result, you can just give result or pushback of whatever. So result dot pushback of counts of I dot second. So at the end, return the count. Okay, this should be within function. Yeah, we will run this and check now. Here there's a mistake on here. Now we'll see. Let me go through this properly. This extra bracket, why did I give you? Sort of. Okay. Count sort of begin sort of end. No, that bracket is required actually. Okay, this function when it starts it ends here. I should give a bracket and semicolon and a dot It should be B dot second, then A dot first, and B dot first. It should be B dot first. Then I equal to 0. I'll return. Oh, written result. It should be. Why did I write count? I don't know. Okay. So I hope this works now. Yeah. And I'll quickly go through the Java logic also. So initialize, as I said, 2D array m cross 2 is a dimension. Each row you iterate if count initialized to 0 and count get incremented. Then counts of I will be equal to you initialize the value as a pair. So later you sort using the comparison operator. If they're equal, then a1 a of 1 minus b of 1. Otherwise, a of 0 minus b of 0. That is first parameter. Here it is second column. So later you return the result with k most biggest elements. So we will submit this. Yes, successfully submitted. If you understood the concept, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel. We'll come up with another video in the next session. Until then, keep learning. Thank you.